So I'm in the emergency room because I don't have no insurance. Something that black people do. But I finally figured out why people die in the hospital. It's not because that they're sick. It's because with all the questions that people that work in the hospital don't know, you be running from coast to coast. I literally went from the emergency room to urgent care to, I don't even know what building they had sent me to. Then back to urgent care because that's the first building I walked back to. It took me the shuttle to go to the urgent room again, and then brought me back on the shuttle to the emergency room. Who has time for that? You understand what I'm saying? And so basically, I had got an abscess on my ass, and don't even ask. And I was like, well, doctor, I'm a very clean person, so it just seemed right. She said, it's not necessarily that. Sometimes it could be from ingrown hair. Sometimes people are just prone to it. It doesn't necessarily mean you did something wrong, but that's just the way it is. So they had to cut me open, and put like a blood drainage thing on it, and that's what I'm here to do, is to get it removed. It's been a mission. Sometimes I know it sounds stupid. It's like, just kill me, please, because I just don't have time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be doing my homework and stuff. It's almost the weekend, and I gotta start a security job. Now I've cut off my goatee. They just cut me again. The lady who did it on Tuesday, today's Thursday, did it wrong. I'm so much in pain. I'm not even. And there I am whimpering like a little baby. I got cut. I mean, he opened me up. That's all the abscess filled with pus. She did it wrong. You gotta come here every day. Man, I got time for that, man. Like, for real. Today has been a full day, and I'm not gonna even lie. I already woke up in mind knowing I had this and that to accomplish, but I didn't foresee all this coming. You understand what I'm saying? Now that the doctor had made the new incision and did everything correctly, I do feel a little bit better. I can't say it's because he did it correct, but I took some painkiller right away because I was in pain. And before then, I don't know if it's because the first doctor put it in incorrectly, but when I was getting up, I felt like an old man, like it was excruciating. Like it was just horrible trying to get up. Every time I get up, I have to get up really slow not to feel the pain. And when I was walking home from the bus stop, I was just thinking like, I did say, Lord, that I will bless you at all times, and your praise shall continually be in my mouth. It's always easier said than done. But when you do get sick and when you are helpless and nobody is, really paying you attention, then what? You really got to trust in the Lord. And God will put our words to the test. So that's why we got to be careful what we ask for. We got to be careful what we say. It's more than just scriptures, you know what I'm saying? People live this. David had to live it in order to say it. You know what I'm saying? What good is a testimony without no test? I preach so quick to myself. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to Donnie McClurkin's one of my favorite songs by him, "I'll Trust You, Lord." And just think, mine was just kind of going 1,000 miles per hour, but I was at the train station and I was just listening to R. Kelly's Prayer Changes Things, and sometimes your mind just go, I'm thinking, I'm not even a sickly person, and my body's very sensitive, so if anything happened, like, I know something's wrong, and the only thing I really ever get is just like a cold, you know what I'm saying? And so for this to be happening, it's like, oh, I kind of feel how my grandma was feeling, like, you know what I'm saying? She had been sick for years and years and years, and I'm sure she probably had some things going on that we didn't know. I always feel like that. Like, I feel like, how older people are. They'll try to hold back because they don't want their family to worry about. My grandma, she seemed like that. She'd be that type of person. But just to show you that even though you got it bad, maybe you're bad, somebody always has it worse. I was just getting off the train, headed home, and this dude was laid out on the ground at North Hollywood Station, and they kind of turned him over his side, and his body flopped over. He had no life in him. They were trying to resuscitate him, And it was a whole bunch of fire trucks, like 2 fire trucks. It was like 10 men and women standing around, and everybody from the upper ground, because he was still on the lower ground, was looking down. And I'm like, just go to show you. And I just kept looking at him like that's somebody's waiting for their daddy or their uncle or their friend to come home. And somebody is probably oblivious, don't even know what's going on yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so blessed, and we complain so much. We worry about the wrong things. We fighting all the wrong battles. But if we really understood how short and precious life is, we would live a whole lot different. And I've always said this, and like my grandma has taught me, you always must be humble. Donnie could have saved my life. It only takes 1 second for you to give up, to make the wrong decision, to snap, to do anything. You understand what I'm saying? So we must not take for granted that this music, especially because I'm a musician, that's why it's so serious to me. You know what I'm saying? It just, sometimes music, it just pierces your soul. When you really feel it, when you're going through songs like that, like Donnie McKirkland's I'll Trust You, Lord. What if you don't understand? I will trust you. What if you can't see the way? I will trust you. Like, God has not promised us nothing. He has not promised us a long life, at least not me. I can only speak from my experience, but, I don't know how long my life may be or how short it may be. You understand? All I have is right now. It's no guarantee that I may wake up and see tomorrow. I have all these plans, but who said that I'm going to see it? But I pray to God that, I do have a long and prosperous and good life and all these things. I have a family, I get married, but none of those things are really guaranteed. But as I go through these experiences, I really do pray to God that He strengthens me, and that whatever I need to learn, that I will learn it, and I will always remain humble. Because when I think about what the Lord has done and where He's brought me, you know what I'm saying? I was even thinking about, like, I know if I call somebody, I know they come get me and cater to me. But see, that's an opportunity for the devil to sneak in, because you're vulnerable right then. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, let me just go ahead and catch the bus, even though I was in pain. It took me a long time to get here, because I live out in the boondocks, in the valley. I was like, let me suffer for a little while and just make it home, because I don't want to feel like somebody, oh, you remember when you were sick? I came to get you, you just used me. You know what I'm saying? How people talk. So I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna even go down that road. I'm gonna just take it and take my little Advil, my antibiotics, all that they gave me. Eat, just chill, just chill. So I'm saying this in front of the YouTube world. I'll trust you, Lord. I'll trust you, Lord.